Hello, Power Up with Pride 2025. How are we doing, chat? My name is Captain Kate. I will be your host for the next couple of games here. I hope you're all excited. I would love to see some hype in the chat. I know. However shall we speedrun such a chill game? Well, if you are just joining us, I would love to tell you a little bit about the charity we are supporting all weekend long. We are supporting True Colors United. They are hosted here in the United States, where 4.2 million youth experience homelessness each year, with lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and questioning youth 120% more likely to experience homelessness than their non-LGBTQ plus peers. True Colors United is committed to changing that. If we can ensure that services are safe for and affirming of the most impacted people, we can be confident that they'll be safe and affirming for everyone. We believe that youth homelessness is a community issue, and real change can happen when people come together with a shared vision. So, if you want to get some of those donations in, I will be happy to read them, and I will also be happy to let these next folks here tell you a little bit about Rusty's retirement.
Hello. Hi, I'm Quacksilver. And I am theValiantSun. And this is one of the speedruns ever devised. So what we are running for you today is Rusty's retirement, 7 crops, no gear, no uproot manip, 2-player, 1 controller, multiple game instances. We're gonna break that down super quick before we get into it, starting, of course, with 2-player, 1 controller. This is our 1 controller.
And this is the 2 players.
What we are going to be cooperating to do is, because Rusty's retirement is an idle game that that sits along the bottom of your screen, as it so helpfully advertises, we've decided that the way to fill up our entire screen is with more Rusty's retirement. So Jess and I are going to be cooperatively unlocking 7 total crops, so 4 plus the starting 3, on both of these farms. So we will, I guess, go ahead and get started.
Probably.
The rules are I can only manipulate and interact with the top farm. They can only manipulate and interact with the bottom farm.
And I'm calling her out right now that she's doing a lot of gesturing that you can't see.
Which, okay, we have, I'll keep it all in the space.
Yeah, keep it in the space.
It's the space, y'all. Alright, you want to set up for countdown?
Oh my gosh.
Alright, we will get started here in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so let's see first of all if this collapses. It didn't. Let's go. Okay. So Rusty's retirement is an idle farming sim where
difficult.
where you have to tend to crops in an idyllic post-capitalism retirement, and that's basically it. That's the entire game. What no crop or no gear, no uproot manip means in the title is there are a couple of things we can do that would speed up the game that are annoying and or boring, so we don't do them. First of all, on each of our farmhouses, there is this gear that you can click to spin. If you click it enough times, it generates 1 gold for you. So the optimal play in this game, which I know you care about playing optimally, is to either set up an auto-clicker or give yourself an RSI and just spam click that forever. So we're going to go ahead and ban that. Uproot manip. You want to talk about uproot manip?
Yeah, so what's uproot manip with you? Anyways, so essentially what happens is that the game, when Rusty, or we will also, I think we get some bots in this run, will decide to go and harvest something, it will guarantee harvest that tile, but that crop doesn't have to be ready. So what ends up happening is that we are able then to like basically tear up a crop and then replant something of higher value. And why are we replanting of something of higher value? Because this, of course, is an idle game and is not meant to be speedrun ever. But so what we are doing is there's a progressive unlock system, and we have to plant a lot of crops in order to get more things.
How did we do this?
That seems right. Oh, you're going for the double.
Yeah. So basically, in order to win this speedrun, which is extremely legitimate, this is what we need. We need to have acquired 38 wheat, 33 radishes, 30 cabbage, 17 leek, 16 carrot, and 8 celery. That last one is important because in all of our previous 2-player 1 controller attempts, my count of celery stopped at 7. So I'm gonna need chat's help with this.
Some of the crops are able to be harvested multiple times. So like radishes, basically you plant and you can get 2 harvests off of radish. So we don't have to plant, for example, 33 radish. We actually only need to plant, I think, like 17, 18 radishes. 33 divided by 2 plus, like, rounded up. Is it only a 2 harvest plant? Does it have multiple? The good news is none of this actually has to be memorized in the grand scheme of things, because we can just hover over our different doodads.
Yeah, so both Jess and I have bought our robots for this in the full game, which again takes hours upon hours upon hours because it is an idle game. Also, oh yes, for people just tuning in, I'm the one wearing the ring to have distinguishing features. Jess is the one with the by pride nails. um, you can automate your farm, and so what we've both built here is one harvest bot who will harvest crops and one water bot who will water crops. It's very simple. We do that because Rusty can theoretically do everything, but he's very inefficient at it. He's both very slow moving and has his own sort of priority chart, which I know where it is, where you can tell Rusty to do various things in a given order. So we're sticking him on biofuel for the early game. Bots need biofuel. Oh, nice, it's a leak. Bots need biofuel in order to continue to function, and also buying new things often takes biofuel unless it's a plot of land. So we want to have a relatively stable biofuel generation. But in the 7 crop speedrun, we don't need to build that many bots, so at a certain point, we're just going to take Rusty off of the biofuel altogether, and we're just gonna say that's enough biofuel for the rest of the run.
Yeah, Rusty is also slow because he's retired, and it's rude of us to speed run him and make him work so hard during his retirement.
You can. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, you're dragging this poor man out on a Saturday morning or afternoon. He's just trying to sleep, and he has to work double so he can be on the screen 2 times.
Now that we've sort of gotten out of the early game, we're just sort of going through and planting, the early game of this extremely real speedrun. I'd love to throw to our host for any donations and messages. As we do, I will call your attention to the middle of the screen, which is currently an MS Paint window. Yes, that's intentional. It's not just to hide my patently unhinged desktop wallpapers. We have a continuous bid war going between thanking our donors and doing little doodles in MS Paint, or solving today's Puzzmo crossword. So your donations can choose what our third attention-breaking task is. So Kate, if you have any messages, now is a great time.
Well, yes, I would love to let people know, as you just did, that we do have, it's ongoing, so this can change. It does not have to stay MS Paint just because it is MS Paint, but if you want to keep it MS Paint, that's currently in the lead. Keep those donations coming. If you want to bring Puzzmo in, absolutely donate for that as well. And then upcoming, we have a couple of Legend of Zelda 2 incentives and, bid wars open. We have a file name. Currently, Heck is in the lead, followed closely by Transrite. And if we would like to visit Error during that run, we have just opened that as well. Don't forget those donations can be given to both an incentive and a bid war, so you can have a little bit of fun with it.
Amazing, thank you. I'm buying more land It's unclear how valuable that is in the 7 crops speedrun. The thing about land is obviously you want more space to grow more crops because that does increase your efficiency overall. However, Rusty becomes useless for a very long time relative to the total length of the run, because it takes a good chunk of time to build things. I have completely hecked up my count. That's fine. So we're uncertain if it's worth it in the 7 crop speedrun specifically. In 10 crops, which for context, 7 crops is about half an hour long. 10 crops is closer to an hour and a half long, just to give a sense of how idle the idle game is. But on our short time frame here, we're uncertain whether extra land is the play. You can see we've both built it close enough to our bots to minimize their walk distances, because the harvest bot needs to go between wherever your crops are and the storage at the center, and the water bot needs to go between your crops and the well. So generally cutting down on as much of the walking as possible is going to be to our benefit. I've planted 3 leeks total. I need 5 for this. I guess we need 6 because we need 17 leeks, so I'll just tear some up later.
Tear some up? I thought we were planting crops.
Yeah, so the end of this speedrun gets extremely intense relative to the standards of the speedrun, because eventually you just get to a point where you have more land available than you actually need to plant things, so you just overplant a bunch of stuff and then start tearing it up as soon as it grows like 1 time or 1 or 2 times. And so then you just basically Zerg rush down the ending.
I think I need to plant 2 more. But yeah, so also additionally though, with the introduction of the like more land, is you'll notice that like my crops that are in like like usually kind of far away, it's going to be like the bottom right of the big crop and then probably the top left of the small crops that we've done, that those are going to get like harvested and watered less frequently. That is because this is a shortest route optimization problem, which makes my little heart sing as a mathematician.
Yeah, so actually, if we raise, what are we at? We're at? Like a little bit over 2K. If we actually raise, I don't know, what seems fair? $3,500. If we hit 3,500 during this run, Jess will solve the traveling salesman problem.
I will not.
Live on twitch.tv/powerupwithpride. So get those donations in.
Can you imagine though?
If someone just absolutely sales the donation total, I will pop off. Jess will be mad though.
You have to solve it in MS Paint as well. Like you got to write that
Yeah.
all out.
Exactly. That is the important part, actually.
It's also worth noting that Jess and I have different strategies, if you could call them that, for planting. Which is I like to go highest timers down. So every crop in succession takes a little bit longer to grow. Like you'll see leek's growth cycle is 3 minutes, wheat's growth cycle is 1:10. I like to go highest timers down so that my ending goes super fast. Jess just plants all of the wheat that they need and then goes from there through like higher timers while balancing that against unlocking like more crops. What do we need total? We need 38 wheat total. I can't hover your farm.
No, you can't use minded.
I need to know. It's not a race, but it's like a little bit a race.
Yeah, like again, this is 2 players, 1 controller. Again, the controller.
You just scrolled my farm. How dare you? We're PvPing now. We're PvPing now.
Wait, no, why'd you move my farm? No, you can't move my farm.
No, it's okay. I can see.
Okay, no, it has to be there.
We're not hiding anything under the hand cam. Oh, I should also like plant crops, huh?
Also, this is the carrier pigeon. He's just here.
He's just vibing.
Okay, if you have any questions or concerns,
Concerns. I didn't realize you could farm so fast in the first place. This is going to change the world. I want a little wheat farm in my backyard where I just get wheat this quickly. No, I'm so grateful that you were able to explain this because I have never seen a longer speedrun title. I think it should be a speedrun in and of itself to explain what this is in the first place. So, no, this is great. And also, if chat has questions, because I feel like this may be a little bit niche, nuanced for folks. So, yeah.
To be fair.
It was called out in chat that there is not an SRC page, and the two of us cannot condone speed running Rusty's retirement.
I need to be so clear. This is a closed circuit course with trained professionals at 2-player 1 controller. Do not try this at home.
I also need to make sure. Oh, I've over. As you can see, I've planted and harvested 40 wheat, which goes to continue to say that I, the Valiant Sun, certified mathematician with multiple degrees, do not know how to do basic addition.
We're doing a cheeky strat known in the business as losing time.
Oh, we do have a
Yeah,
question.
Ooh, I love questions.
What did Rusty do before retiring?
So this is actually the sequel to. So this is by a dev called Mr. Morris, a solo indie developer who is one of the greatest devs of all time, and I say that for 3 major reasons. One, he is very supportive of the speedrunning community, not so much for this game, but for his prior game, Haiku the Robot, which I am also a speedrunner of and a major supporter of. These are all characters from Haiku the Robot. Rusty was an NPC who was like sort of your cartographer in that game before retiring. The second reason we love Mr. Morris is because the games themselves are very good. I actually do use Rusty's Retirement as an idle game when I'm like doing work, because I do a lot of composition work, and so I can't listen to music or podcasts while I'm working. But having something that like works for idle hands without needing the music in order to function is very nice. And reason number 3 we love Mr. Morris is because Mr. Morris is the only person other than me I'm aware of who is as obsessed as I am with Dr. Pepper. Let's go.
Ooh, solid choice, solid choice. Have had in the last 24 hours. So I don't know if I can reach your level, but I am a supporter.
Yeah. I am also going to actually focus up on the speedrun because I think I have enough biofuel for the rest of the run here.
You might.
So I am going to tell Rusty. Well, no, I'm going to have Rusty finish this, and I'm going to hog the mouse real quick because we are still PvPing. But as soon as he grabs this, I'm going to drag biofuel down to the bottom here. So now Rusty is basically an additional harvest bot, which is going to be useful.
I saw that we have raiders, so I'm gonna also add high raiders to our MS Paint. If you want to donate and tell us what to draw in this space, you can also do that.
Yes,
It's all yours, raiders.
Yeah, if you're comfy with the outcome of the bid war so far and you enjoy MS Paint, then tell us what to draw. We need our attention broken. Unfortunately, despite the time loss, we might actually be like too good at this game right now, and so we need to be heard.
Yes, and raiders who are just joining us, since this may look a little bit different than a traditional speedrun format you have seen before, there is an ongoing bid war. If you're just, a group of people who don't enjoy MS Paint, you're MS Paint haters, and you want to see Puzzmo instead, you can donate towards that. All donations this weekend are going towards True Colors United. It's a fantastic cause, helping with homelessness and LGBTQ plus youth. So get those in. I'd love to see it. Or, again, if you want your own message on MS Paint, get them in.
I'm doing what's called a pro gamer move.
We're live routing the category.
I think that I've built 2 land patches before.
I have literally no recollection. The last time we were in a physical location and capable of running this together was like, I don't know, it feels like 1 billion years ago. I am extremely low on cabbage. I am extremely low on a lot of crops. What have I been doing?
I'm not sure. The boy is here.
Jess is additionally being crowd controlled by the fact that my cat has decided to join us. I love
Good
how
news.
there are
You have cabbages in chat. Just a spare cabbage hat should you need it.
I was about to say, I've seen multiple people with cabbage in their usernames in the chat. Shoutouts to all the cabbages, for real. It's the allure of Rusty's retirement, speedrunning, which again, let me be so clear, should not be alluring. Do not do this.
Yeah, so the thing is, like, as well, we actually did for a bit try to do like, okay, what if we allowed cog? What if we allowed uproot manip? Can we like decrease the time that this takes? And the answer is no. Actually, you really can't. Like, you could maybe with an auto clicker potentially, but like there's
clicker.
like if you're actually doing uproot manip, we were only able to reduce the amount of time by like a minute. It was not. There's not really speed tech in this game. We're just here having fun. I need the mouse again. Can you stop hogging the mouse? Okay, 4 reharvest on the carrots. Those are... No! If you put your help me sign up, the chat can't see this high octane gameplay that is the controller.
It's the best 2-player, 1 controller ever to do it. I need to actually zoom it out. Okay, we're doing good.
Next time you have to do it blindfolded.
We thought about it. It has been considered. I need 8 more wheat. I need 5 more wheat. Hey, chat, hold the number 5 for me. Ignore the fact that I literally have a place to write it down on the screen. Chat, hold the number for me.
So what's really cool is that there's also this ability to this little magnifying glass, and you can hover over things and see how many harvests they have left. So right now I have 26.
I need you to stop hovering.
No, I'm trying to show tech to chat.
Okay, I have 2 left. Chat, you're doing great. Hold the number 2 for me.
So I'm getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more harvest. 28 plus 7.
35?
Okay, so
Chat's holding my numbers.
Chat's holding your numbers. I'm gonna plant more leeks. I'm gonna actually plant more cabbage, I think. So I think I need more. Yeah, I definitely need more cabbages. Oh, hi! Hello, the boy.
Yeah, you can't see, you don't get to see my cat because the camera is on high octane gameplay
True.
right now.
We do have a request for help side versus pro gamer mouse view bid war. If you do want if you want to see
I've got a stack of index cards here. I felt like MS Paint was gonna be funnier because Jess was complaining in the green room about how high my mouse sensitivity is, and that's funny to me. Wait, I need 2 more wheat? I need 1 more wheat. I need 0 more wheat. Chat, you can stop holding numbers. But I also have note cards. We can write extremely professional message. Your donation comment could go right here.
Do it. Do it.
All right, I am. How we doing? How we doing on growing? I need a lot more cabbage. My leeks are chugging along. I think my placement of this crop thing, it was bad.
I'm so sorry.
It will be fine. So like again, one of the things like you can especially see right now on Quack's screen how all of the crops that are very like really close to the shed. Would you call that a shed? I'd call that a shed.
Sure.
I
ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
Because as soon as the robots like finish dropping off things, especially like the harvest bots and then Rusty, as soon as that's dropped off, then it goes to the next closest activity. So then like things are going to get harvested right along that line very well. The water bots do this really interesting thing where they do like water the next closest thing, and then when they need to go refill, they'll go back to that spot. So you can end up in like the stuck little loop of the water bot just like doing loop-de-loops in the parking lot. That's correct.
Yeah, no, basically.
Okay, so I do not need any more radishes.
Yeah, I think
I need
you're gonna
one
come
more
behind. I'm feeling vaguely ahead, but I think you're gonna come from behind. I need to start uprooting leeks in a second.
And I'm gonna start planting more carrots. So again, we need 16 carrots. Carrots regrow in cycles of 4. So technically you could just plant 4 carrots and decide I'm done. I'm not going to plant any more carrots. I start overplanting at this point. So again, like as we said, highly technical routing. I spend more time on my lower timer crops so that I can overplant more quickly. And so, like, if you ever see splits, because one time I did make splits for this, you'll see
Why?
that because it was fun. Because I like going into live split and making things
You're
look
losing
pretty.
time.
No, I'm not. I have nothing I can do
No,
right
is the
now.
top left empty? Can I not see?
Okay, maybe it is.
Okay.
Maybe you were right.
Thank you.
No, I'm sorry for doubting you. Here, actually, we've established these are my fingers. Me.
You've established the
Bi flag, that's me.
speedrun commentary of all time. We've established these are my fingers.
Oh, we have a request in chat to draw a cabbage. Don't use a shape tool. That's cheating.
I'm an artist. If you want a better cabbage, you're gonna have to donate. I'm so sorry.
Minimalist drawings only for chat. If you want.
My energy has to be focused on the speed run. Harvest a radish so that I can be done. Yes, okay. Now this is really important. We're gonna count to 8. That's 4. 4 is not 8. For those of you paying attention at home, 4 and 8 are not the same thing.
Oh, I'm all done on my cabbages. I can uproot so much. Okay, what are cabbages? Just those.
No, I see you saying 4 equals 8. If we have to accept that as axiomatically true, it's gonna make Jess's solution to the traveling salesman problem a lot harder.
This is true. I don't know why I overplanted carrots right now.
The pressure.
Because I still need
We can
leeks.
win. Okay, 6 is still not 8. I am also done with cabbages, so you're all.
So yeah, the game knowledge again that you need for this game is to be able to identify the crops in their different grow phases, so you don't accidentally uproot something that's important. Which is why I use the magnifying glass, because I do not have skill expression in this game.
And yes, and it's so important to note that the first time we co-opted this, the first time we 2-player 1 controllered this, was also the first time I learned that what the magnifying glass did. I had simply never clicked it.
The first time we also did this, I was finishing first, and I was like, and time will be when I finish this, and it's like, well, no, actually, because this is a co-op, and both of us have to finish this game.
We are on the same team. It can't be stressed enough. That's what the high octane 2-player 1 controller is for.
We got some more raiders. Can you underline high raiders?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
I got you. Wait. Hi, raiders.
We're doing really intense math here in stream today.
We're counting as best we can. I have already forgotten how many celery I have planted. That's the 4. That's 5 and 6. Those are cabbage for some
don't
reason.
need cabbages anymore.
Why are those cabbage? I need 2 more celery. That's also a cabbage. I'm falling apart.
Kate, if you'd like to tell the people what we're doing while Quack has
That's a test. Oh my gosh, you've known this game for 25 minutes. Now explain the whole thing.
We're already at 25. Oh no, we're in trouble.
I mean, the long and short of it is we are doing math and we are doing gardening, and there are several people involved here. And as you can see, we do have MS Paint on the screen. But as I told the last group of raiders, if you are MS Paint haters, we can get rid of MS Paint with a donation to switch that over to Puzmo. So if you would like to maybe see them, I don't want to say struggle with Puzmo, but if we want to balance numbers and vegetables and Puzmo, I would get those donations in.
I would describe us as both adequate at Puzmo. We are both adequate crossword
They are
people.
individuals who can play Puzmo.
I know some words.
I've never seen a word in my life.
Only cabbages.
Only cabbages. So I think, if I've done my math correctly, I think I have 6 leeks left planted, and I only need 6 leeks left. 17 minus 11, 6.
Yes.
So then, yeah, as soon as I unlock that, get those leek harvests, which unfortunately are, again, I planted them in a bad location. Mine are far away from the water bot reset, far away from the harvest bot reset. I've made poor choices in this run. However, we will survive.
We did good, I think, on the whole.
We do have chat that says, I don't understand how you speedrun an idle game, but if anyone can, Quack can.
Here's the thing. It's so important. Hi. I'm just like, oh wait, that was a celery. Oh shoot. Which plant was it? Was it you? Are you celery? You're coming up. Do not speak to me. Do not speak to me. So now at the end here, we're just literally uprooting everything as soon as it's been harvested once, so that the bots don't pay attention to it anymore. So that there are like fewer things, and eventually it just becomes like you're waiting down the timer for these last celery. Hopefully I've counted
9.
16 minus 9?
7?
7, yeah.
Okay. So then I'm gonna uproot some of these carrots that are like not close to being grown to try and also manipulate the AI to do what I want it to do.
Yes. But it needs to be stressed. You can speedrun literally anything at any time for any reason. They can't stop you.
But if you want to speedrun Rusty's retirement,
Except for Rusty's
we
retirement.
cannot.
We cannot support you in this. Right? Surely that's at least 6 carrots down, right? I think I'm good.
Know, but I need the mouse. If you can stop hovering.
I think I'm chill.
If you could let me complete this game too, that would be great. I was told at some point that this is a co-op.
Oh, is that why you were trying to hold my hand there?
Yes. It's really important that since it's 2 players, 1 controller, at some point the hands have to touch.
That's how you know. Wait, that's not true in like with an actual control. Your hands don't touch. I know I've only 2v1c'd this extremely real speedrun.
That's a lie. We have done other 2v1c.
Sure, I'm pretty
an actual controller and a real game.
This is a real game. What are you talking about? This is a beautiful.
I need the mouse back.
No.
If you're just gonna be please. I need to also finish the run. Okay, all my carrots are coming up. And now as soon as all my celery...
You planted 7 celery, and I, had a physical reaction.
No, because my brain was like, what is the, proper, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I think would be the optimal planting strategy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. I'm not giving you back the mouse.
That's okay, I'm done.
No, you're not, because you have to unlock the
as soon as I click, oh, you're just denying me the PvP. I see how it is. Chat knows what's up. Chat, you can see the green. You see the green cord over there?
I'm taking the mouse away. Chat, you can have the mouse back when you donate.
Wait, okay, so this carrier pigeon is supposed to actually
he can carry things.
It's supposed to actually hold Yeah, that's good.
I don't
That's
think that's
definitely
legible.
legible. Right? Wait, I can make this work. Nah, okay. Xglam donated in the chat. It was all a trick! We got the VP. Yeah. I'm being body blocked. Chat, help!
No.
I can't. I'm actually.
I need chat to know that Quack is actually trying very hard right now.
Don't hit the camera.
I want to see your cat's paw just like stack on top of yours.
Wait, no. We're not allowed to finish yet.
Where is Kyber?
He's elsewhere. Oh, he's directly behind your chair.
Oh, perfect. I'm just showing the people.
You can't use the character you're pitching against me. There, he can hang out there. So anyways, we're just waiting for the celery to grow.
Yeah. Kate, you've got any?
Yeah, if you've got anything else.
We're on the timer, all you.
No, but I do want to let some of the newer folks who are hopping in here know that we, in addition to the MS Paint and the Puzzmo incentives, have a couple of Zelda ones open. That is for Zelda 2 and for Skyward Sword coming up. So if you're not fussed about MS Paint, if you're really enjoying this extremely oval-shaped cabbage on your screen, which I completely understand, perhaps you instead would like to donate to Name Zelda or Visit Error or some of the later incentives. These are all going towards True Colors United, so absolutely get those in. Or if you want to see your own message on MS Paint, we also welcome this.
Okay, I need you to know while you were reading that, Quack invalidated our run by using the trackpad on her laptop.
No!
I remember that I had the trackpad. It still didn't work.
That was the cat.
Here.
No, they didn't do anything wrong.
To be fair, you also technically use the trackpad by dragging my
your hand off.
Dragging my hand away.
Anyways, thanks to Power Up with Brian for for this completely normal. My celery's in the last stage of growth, I think, almost. So
Yeah.
we should be good. I think there's no more waters or it says one more water, but I think that's
Yeah, but it's showing one more water with a grayed out, or like with the water texture on the thing. So with that, you know. All right, count them off, chat. One.
Your mouse sensitivity is so high that I am like terrified of uprooting these.
Two. Three. It's basically Celeste levels of execution. 5.
6. No, it's recharging.
The harvest bot recharging.
You could go click your core.
Time's coming up. It's just clicks the
Time.
GG.
Yeah, I would say all in all that was a perfect speedrun. Completely beyond reproach. I need to go ice my wrist. Yeah. We've been Quacksilver.
And theValiantSun.
You can find me on the internet at Quacksilver Plays on Twitch and Quacksilver on Blue Sky. And I do speedrun real games too, like non-idle games. But support indie devs, support gay people. Gotta be two of my favorite things, especially when they're the same thing.
And I'm theValiantSun everywhere. So you can find me there. I also speedrun actual games. I'm becoming a Metroidvania girly because of the fun indie indie devs and things. So thank you to Power Up with Pride for having us and letting us do this.
Let's hear it again for that. I'm gonna say incredible speedrun. There's truly not another word for it. And also, if you've enjoyed that, if you want to stick around for a little bit more of, these vibes, a little bit mischievous. I'm gonna call it mischievous vibes. We have 8-color Star Guardians coming up next with Sushi Kishi. We also have Yar's Rising and Ninja Spirit coming up pretty soon here. So grab a snack, grab a drink, sit down, get comfy, and let's hang out.